Citi is officially back in the premium credit card game. As of July 28, 2025, the brand new Citi Strata Elite is live, and it's designed to go head-to-head with cards like the Amex Platinum and Chase Sapphire Reserve. In this video, you're going to get your first look into Citi's new flagship travel card. So without wasting any time, let's get right into it. Let's start with the welcome offer and annual fee. Right now, the Citi Strata Elite is offering 80,000 thank you points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months. That's a decent intro offer worth about $800 if you redeem them at 1 cent per point. The annual fee on this card is $595, so just doing a little bit of math here, $800 minus $595 leaves you $205 ahead in year 1, assuming you meet the bonus. Now, personally, I think the welcome offer is just fine. It's competitive, but it doesn't blow me away like some of the 100 or 175,000 point offers we've seen from cards like the Chase Sapphire Reserve or Amex Platinum. Still, it's not bad, especially if you value Citi's points ecosystem. However, Citi is reportedly offering a 100,000 point welcome offer if you apply in branch. So I definitely recommend calling a local Citi banker first to confirm they have that offer. And if you're lucky, they might even be able to send you a direct application link so you don't have to go in person. But remember, this card isn't just about the welcome bonus. Between the credits, perks, and earning rates, Citi claims you can unlock nearly $1,500 in value. So let's see how, starting with the spending multipliers. You'll earn 12x points on hotels, car rentals, and attractions booked through CitiTravel.com, and 6x points on airfare booked through CitiTravel.com. Those are very competitive earning rates, especially the 12x, which actually beats out what you get from other premium travel cards like the Amex Platinum or Venture X when booking through their own portals. That said, always compare prices. Booking through a portal doesn't always mean you're getting the best deal, so don't chase points unless the math makes sense. Next, you've got 6x points at restaurants on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern Time as part of something Citi is calling Citi Nights. It's definitely a unique concept, but it's a limited window. Outside of that time frame, you'll earn 3x points at restaurants, which is just okay. Plenty of other cards earn 3x on this category, even cards with lower annual fees. And finally, you'll earn 1.5x points on all other purchases, which is actually a solid base rate. Most premium cards only offer 1x on non-bonus categories, so having that 1.5x floor makes your everyday spending a bit stronger, although the Capital One Venture X does give you 2x miles on everything. So overall, there's good upside here if you book through Citi's travel portal and occasionally take advantage of Citi Nights. But compared to other top-tier cards or even some of Citi's cheaper options like the Strata Premier or Custom Cash, some of these categories do fall a bit short. Now let's talk about the annual credits and perks you get to help offset that $595 annual fee and potentially unlock the nearly $1,500 in value Citi says this card can offer. Starting at the top, you get up to $300 for an annual hotel benefit. Each calendar year, you can enjoy up to $300 off a hotel stay of 2 nights or more when booked through CitiTravel.com. A couple of key things to note here. This credit runs on a calendar year basis, meaning from January to December, you can use it once, and then it resets. So if you get approved now or anytime before the end of this year, you could use it once in 2025 and again starting in January 2026, effectively getting $600 in value within your first card member year. That said, the credit card only applies to hotel stays of 2 nights or more through Citi's travel portal. So if you take at least one longer trip per year, this should be pretty easy to use. But seeing this 2-night requirement is a bit disappointing. In many cases, a 2-night stay already runs more than $300. I would have preferred a more flexible credit like the Capital One Venture X, which gives you a flat $300 credit to use on any travel booking through their portal with no minimum stay required. Moving on, you get up to $200 per year in what Citi calls the annual Splurge Credit. Here's how it works. Every calendar year, you can earn up to $200 in statement credits on your choice of up to 2 of the following brands: First Dibs, American Airlines, Best Buy, Future Personal Training, and Live Nation. You'll need to manually activate your selected brands in your Citi account. Once the card is open, you'll choose 2 of those eligible merchants, and your purchases with those brands will then qualify for the credit. From what I've seen in the fine print, you can also change your selected brands later on if you want to switch things up. One thing I do like here is that this is a yearly credit, not broken up into monthly or semi-annual chunks, so it gives you more flexibility to use it when it makes sense for you. Personally, I think the value of this will come down to whether or not you regularly spend with any of these brands. If you fly American Airlines, go to concerts, or shop at Best Buy, this could be a pretty easy credit to use. But if none of the brands apply to your lifestyle, the value here might be more hit or miss. Also, keep in mind that the list of eligible brands could change at any time. So this credit could get better in the future with more useful merchants, or of course it could get worse if they start rotating in more niche ones. Next is a $200 Black Lane credit. Every calendar year, earn up to $200 in statement credits when you book with Black Lane, a premium global chauffeur service. They offer luxury airport transfers, business rides, and intercity travel in over 40 countries. Here's how it works. The credit is split into two $100 increments. You'll get up to $100 from January through June, and another $100 from July through December. So unlike the hotel or Splurge credits, this one is semi-annual, which means you'll need to plan to use it twice a year to get the full value. Personally, I've never heard of this company before, and I'm guessing some of you haven't either. So in my opinion, this isn't a very valuable credit for most people. Most of us aren't regularly booking private chauffeurs, especially if you're already using services like Uber or Lyft, which is what I use. But if you are someone who travels often for business or just wants a more elevated ride experience to and from the airport, it could be worth trying out. At the very least, it might be a cool credit to test once or twice a year. Just don't count on getting the full $200 in value unless you're confident you'll actually use it. Then we get a Priority Pass Select membership, which gives you complimentary access to over 1,500 airport lounges worldwide. This benefit is valued at $469, which is the cost of a full Priority Pass Prestige membership if you were to buy it yourself. With this version of Priority Pass, you'll get unlimited lounge visits for yourself, and you can bring up to 2 guests for free, which is a nice perk, especially for couples or small families who travel together. Unfortunately, you won't get access to Priority Pass restaurants. So if you were hoping to use this at one of those sit-down airport restaurants that participate in the program, that's not part of the deal here. But if you travel a few times per year and want a quiet place to recharge, grab a snack, or get some work done, this membership definitely does add some value. On top of that, you'll also get American Airlines Admirals Club Lounge Access passes. Each calendar year, you'll receive 4 passes to nearly 50 Admirals Club locations, which Citi values at over $300. These lounges offer comfortable seating, complimentary snacks and drinks, Wi-Fi, personal travel assistance, and more. Now, there are a few rules to know. Each pass grants entry for 1 adult, so if you're flying solo, you can use all 4 passes for yourself. But if you're traveling with a second person who's 18 or older, you'll need to use a second pass for them. So if you and a friend or partner are flying together, your 4 passes will only cover 2 visits per year. On the bright side, up to 3 children under 18 can gain access at no extra charge, which makes this perk family-friendly for those with younger kids. And finally, the last benefit listed here is a statement credit of up to $120 every 4 years to cover your application fee for global entry or TSA PreCheck. This is pretty standard for a premium travel card, and it pairs well with the other travel benefits we've already covered. Now let's move into the last section, point redemption options and Citi client relationship benefits. First up, you can redeem your points through Citi Travel to book flights, hotels, car rentals, and attractions. These redemptions typically give you a value of 1 cent per point, which is standard for travel booked through most issuer portals. Next, you can redeem your points for gift cards and cash back, just like many other cards out there. Again, values will usually hover around 1 cent per point, although some gift card redemptions might vary slightly depending on the merchant. Then there are points transfers, which let you move your thank you points to a variety of travel partners at a 1-to-1 ratio. And this includes the biggest update to Citi's program, adding American Airlines as a transfer partner. This is a huge deal. Citi is now the only major credit card issuer that lets you transfer points directly to American Airlines. And this feature isn't limited to just the Strata Elite. It also applies to the Strata Premier and the older Citi Prestige. So this addition alone could be a big reason to get into Citi's travel ecosystem. Lastly, there's also Shop with Points, which lets you use your thank you points at online merchants like Amazon, Best Buy, PayPal, and others. But I don't recommend this option. In most cases, you'll get less than 1 cent per point, which really devalues your points. Now, let's wrap up with Citi's client relationship benefits, because if you bank with Citi, you might be able to reduce that $595 annual fee. There are 2 different tiers here: CitiGold clients and CitiGold private clients. Starting with CitiGold clients, if you qualify, you'll receive a $145 annual credit as long as you have an open and current Strata Elite card account with the $595 annual fee assessed. Or if you're a CitiGold private client, you'll receive a $595 credit in your first year, which completely wipes out the first year annual fee, and then a $145 credit each year after that. So depending on your banking relationship, you may be able to lower or even fully cover your annual fee in the first year and continue to reduce it each year thereafter. Of course, these credits only apply to people who already have a large enough relationship with Citi to qualify for those tiers, so it won't apply to everyone. Additionally, you'll get the usual travel and shopping protections like trip delay protection, lost or damaged luggage insurance, rental car protection, extended warranty, and more. And as you'd expect from a premium travel card, there are no foreign transaction fees, so you can use this card abroad without any extra charges. So what are my final thoughts on the Citi Strata Elite? Well, first off, I'm genuinely excited to see Citi bring American Airlines into its transfer partner lineup. That alone is a huge win, because right now, no other major issuer lets you transfer points directly to American. That said, as a full premium card with a $595 annual fee, the rest of the package doesn't exactly blow me away. Yes, the credits help lower the fee, especially if you can consistently use the $300 hotel credit and the $200 Splurge Credit. And I do like that Citi mostly avoided the overcomplicated coupon book trend we've seen from other cards lately. Admiral's Club Passes, a solid Priority Pass membership, and no foreign transaction fees are all good travel perks that add real value as well. But for most people, I still think the $95 Strata Premier is a better long-term option. It earns strong rewards across everyday categories like restaurants, supermarkets, gas, and EV charging. And now that it shares the same transfer partners as the Elite, including American Airlines, it's honestly hard to justify jumping all the way up to a $595 annual fee when the Premier gives you 80 to 90% of the value at a fraction of the cost. And if you really want to optimize thank you points, pairing the Premier with the custom cash and double cash is still one of the best setups out there. You get strong multipliers on travel, dining, groceries, and gas with your Premier card, 5% back on your top eligible spending category with the custom cash, including things like dining, gas, groceries, streaming, and more, and a reliable 2% on everything else with the double cash, all for just $95 a year combined. So while I don't think Citi did anything wrong here, it's just not a game changer in my eyes. If you're a frequent American Airlines flyer and want a premium card without going all the way to a $695 or $795 annual fee, the Strata Elite could definitely make sense. But for most people, the better value is still in Citi's lower tier cards. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Are you considering the Strata Elite, or do you think the Strata Premier or other premium cards like the Venture X or Amex Platinum still win out? And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.